go screen, but she's doing it. I'm just gonna have to go. God, at least screw it up. I'm not gonna. Welcome to Stitch and Stuff. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Kim.
And we're glad you're joining us for our video talking about our stitching and other stuff. Today is Sunday, March 28th. Wow, it's going to be April now.
Ow.
And Easter is coming.
Ow. We're a third of the year away. We're a third of the way through the year already.
Whoa, 3 months done.
When you say it like that, when I say it like that, it makes it seem like it's,
Yeah. Yeah, when you said that Carolyn Zook said there was, what, 9 months left till Christmas?
On the 25th, she posted.
No.
She posted a little on one of our Facebook pages. She posted 9 months, and then it was a whole bunch of Christmas and winter emojis. Like people were like, we're gonna have to teach you a lesson, Carolyn. I was not ready. It doesn't bother me. I'm living for fall.
I'm not ready for it. We just did Christmas. I'm still recovering.
I'm living for fall, not Christmas. Fall.
Oh, I'm waiting.
I can wait a little longer. I can wait a little longer for Christmas, but
it's super windy here today. So that's part of why I don't like spring a lot here. I like it in theory, but then once it comes, I kind of remember, oh, it's just really windy here in this part of Central Washington. So we have a huge windstorm and dust everywhere right now. I'm like watching the branches wave around outside the window.
Well, we're under a wind advisory. It was windier this morning, but it's not as windy right now, but it's in effect till 6. So I think the winds were going to change direction. So we might be in that lull. It was going to go from south to westerly or westerly to south, but it's raining. I mean, this is why I don't like spring either. Spring here, you get a day of nice weather and then you get, rain, which I do like the rain, but when you're bouncing around, it's hard to settle in. And we could get a chance of like snow showers tonight. I mean,
I doubt you're going to get snow showers. If you do, it's not like stick.
I mean, it's going to be sleety, snowy rain tonight. And it's like, okay, we hardly got that during winter.
Yeah, I know.
We had one snowstorm in February and the rest of the winter was just rainy. We were all living for snow. And now it's like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't live in Minnesota anymore.
But my internet's doing all right. So I was kind of worried that it would be tricky to do Zoom, but it's been fine. And we have 2 little girls here joining us. One of them had stuff to share and just didn't want to do it today. So that's fine. So I told Rose, do you want to just do them really quick first?
Let's do the girls.
Do Rosie first. Okay, Rosie. She has a little bit to share. And she kind of got halted because she needed help and I didn't have time to help her.
Oh, okay. So she would have gone.
Yeah, Rosie, come on over and show us what you have. Come over. Come on and let us see your cute hair. The dogs are all down by my feet.
Oh.
Because of the way they all shoved their way inside. They get scared. So, what are you making?
Getting it by your feet too?
Yes, right next to me.
I'm making a hat for Mama.
A hat for Mama. Oh.
The dogs.
Oh yeah, there's the dogs. Wow. Is that the yarn you bought when we all got to go to Tri-Cities together?
Yeah.
I do that again.
She wanted to make a hat for me.
Oh. What kind of a hat is it? Just like, huh?
She needs help joining it, and I'm going to move it over to some other needles that are just, she'll just knit
around that rather than magic looping it.
Yeah, she won't know how to do it on a cable that's too long.
Yeah.
She did, I think, most of the casting off herself.
Wow.
I haven't double checked it to make sure it's all good. Like, I think that's just loose though. I think that's fine. I think it's just a loose one.
Yeah, you'll get a better idea when you start moving them over.
Mm-hmm.
A different needle.
So, I don't know.
Color.
I'll probably just have her knit a stockinette roll brim hat.
Yeah.
I don't think we're just doing it in the round. I think that's enough, and we don't need to add in purling yet. I had Millie do a little purling, right? No, hers was a roll brim too.
Yeah. Has Rosie done a round project?
No,
so it's probably better to keep it.
Mm-hmm. Your turn. our big dog, Gideon, I'll show him again. That's Gideon. Hi, Gideon.
Hi, Gideon, baby.
Giant. And he is super sweet, but he has the most annoying habit of putting his paw on you to indicate that he is, please don't stop petting me. Please keep petting me. And his paw is like the size of my head. Not really, but I mean, it's like huge. So he does that and he accidentally ends up scratching you, even though he's not.
It's as big as your hand.
It's as big as my hand at least, yeah. Like,
he's got a big paw.
They're huge and hairy and long claws.
And it's not like he has any kind of boundaries. It's like, bam. Yeah.
So we're constantly yelling at him. Get in, no, because it hurts, even though he doesn't mean for it to hurt. Okay, you're working on your
a Totoro guy.
Totoro fellow.
And I did all that. Kind of close to
I know. I just flashed it so they could see, because right now it looks like a weird monster.
How much farther down did you have to go? Because I'm thinking
that's the bottom. But good. Yeah, I was getting kind of nervous.
I ran out of blue.
Yes.
So Mom has
I need to go through my floss and find more blue for her.
Okay. By the way, got your floss at my house.
Oh, the baby spinach. That's okay.
And I had Easter stuff for you to take home to the girls.
Oh, shoot.
I know. Guess I'm going to the post office tomorrow.
Do you have something else to share? This is what you worked on this week.
That was it.
If you don't know Totoro, I think we talked about this last week. It's a movie by Miyazaki, and it's kind of anime style. Disney's put them out in America, and My Friend Totoro is a very cute movie. If you have little people in your life, it's super sweet. Yeah.
Are there books? Are there Totoro books? No.
Not that I know of. Lots and lots of, like, you can find knitting patterns. There's like, if you go into like stores like Hot Topic, they have like all kinds of Totoro t-shirts. So it's kind of like a cult following for teenagers sometimes too, who are into anime and stuff. But they're definitely, that specific movie is very family friendly, child oriented. So anyway, if you're looking for something new, if you have Disney Plus, it might be on Disney Plus right now. I think a lot of the Miyazaki movies are on. Are they Disney Plus or Hulu? I think it's Disney Plus, or it could be HBO. Anyways, you can Google it and find out where it's streaming.
Hard to know what anything's on anymore, because this is a game we play with, even within our family.
I knew that was going to happen too.
You guys seen this? And we're like, oh no, oh well, that's on HBO. Well, we don't have HBO, but we have everything else but HBO.
I know.
Yeah, it's the way of the world.
I know. This is how it's
TV's
gone.
gotten complicated.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm tired this afternoon. So on Friday, I drove over and got there in the evening, and we stayed up late helping my sister-in-law Kelly get ready for the shower. We made this big balloon garland. Here, I see if I have a picture of it.
The shower was for our little preemie hero, little Miss Jan.
That's our little
Juniper, not Jasmine. Juniper May.
Jasmine.
I don't know where that came. I think I'm thinking about Disney and I'm thinking about Princess Jasmine or something.
So actually, Thursday, I spent the day, this is one of my whips. This is probably why I didn't get that much cross stitching done, because I actually did do this late into the evening. They had asked me to do sugar cookies for it. And
oh, yeah, you were baking, yeah.
I was baking a lot. I made and decorated these little sugar cookies, the foxes, and the penguins, and the onesies.
Are they penguins or owls?
Owls, yes, owls. But when I made them, I looked at them and thought, oh no, they look like penguins. And Jessie said, make their eyes go off to the side, then they'll look like owls. And I think they do. I don't know why I said penguins. Probably because
like owls. The theme for our shower in Hedgehogs, our theme was woodland animals, because that's kind of what they live in a trailer right now, but if they had a nursery, she would have done woodland animals. So
Millie picked out this fox for her. I made a few extras.
So that's why I picked it.
Andrew looked at him and goes, good grief, Sarah did these. Sarah could start her own little bakery. And then he loved the little mountain Rice Krispie treats he did.
Oh yeah, so then after I finished those Thursday night, I made these. Well, I made the Rice Krispies Thursday night, and Friday I dipped them. They're like just Rice Krispie treats. They're so easy. If you want a fun, I don't know, camping or outdoorsy themed, you just make a pan of Rice Krispie treats, And I used the recipe from Mel's Kitchen Cafe for browned butter Rice Krispie treats. So they have a little bit more flavor. I've made them before and I like them. I'm not a huge Rice Krispie treats fan, but some people love them. And oh, so Millie wants to show the other owl. There's the owl that I have left.
Cute.
And then I just got candy melts from the baking section at Hobby Lobby, the cake decorating, and melted them and dipped them. Easy peasy. Just cut them in triangles and there you go.
Yeah.
And they turned out really cute and they were pretty yummy. But I was looking for a picture. Oh, so Friday night we got over there and we made that balloon. I'll just show this picture.
Kind of a
balloon garland thing. Friday night. And then what did we do Saturday? Saturday, oh.
Take a picture of my hedgehog.
Yeah. Saturday morning, Mom was spending doing this.
I did a hedgehog cheese ball.
I should just put these pictures in the end, but or insert them, but that's too much work. I'm just gonna do it right here. So you did that Saturday and I babysat my little niece while her mama, my sister-in-law, ran to the store to get some fresh flowers and stuff for the shower. I didn't take as many pictures as I meant to. I was just kind of enjoying the
I took a bunch of pictures of the decoration and I took a picture of her opening a gift from one of our relatives from out of state so I could send it to her. But I was going to take pictures of people, but I felt like we've all got our masks on. It just felt, I just didn't have the drive to do that. And we took that one picture of our family pod with our masks off so we could have that. But yeah, I just didn't feel like.
I should have though, at least, and then sent them to Cass. I just kind of forgot. I was just.
Did you? I figured she would know who all was there because, you know, we did the gift thing, but yeah, I should have. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of getting to a place where I'm sick of masks. I'm sick of not being able to see people smile. And I'm sick of thinking that I'm smiling at somebody and they don't know I'm smiling. Because I know they say, oh, you can tell by your eyes, but I don't know always if you can tell by their eyes. I want to see faces, especially at a gathering like that.
No,
so,
I know.
It's just, bleh.
So I think that's all the pictures I really have of the shower. Then that evening, so last night after the shower, I drove home really quick. It's about a 2.5 hour drive to get back in time for the girls' Taekwondo testing, which they all passed. Congratulations to Millie. So Millie, what belt are you going to be? What are you now?
A high blue belt.
A high blue belt. And so what's
4 more ranks to a black belt.
What do you have left? There's high blue. Then you'll test to be
high blue,
red,
and
high red.
Recommended black belt.
So recommended black belt is like
it's like
you're doing a bunch of kind of practice. They call them midterms. So like some extra, you have to do 3 test cycles for midterms where you have to show all the knowledge that you kind of are prepping for your black belt test.
I think you have to do all your forms too.
All your forms. So those are like the smooth, those are like the, when you think of like martial arts movies where the whole army is together and they're going through moves all at the same time, that would be like a form. Mm-hmm. Like in almost like a dance. And then you probably have to know
5 1-steps. You have to make up 5
1-steps, which are kind of like self-defense or self-attack. You
can do like anything.
It was pretty fun to watch. There's a little boy, it's probably Liddy's age, he's probably like 11 or 12. Yeah. And he's a recommended black belt.
Lewis.
And it was fun to watch him do his midterm on Saturday last night.
It was so cool.
He was really, so that's fun. But he has to know a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So you're almost there though. By this time next year, you probably could be a recommended black belt. Yeah, so they did great. That's my weekend.
Mm-hmm. And the other girls moved up to high
blue belt. High green belt. Your high blue belt. They're moving up to high green. And then they get a Nutri-Grain bar. Yes.
And their next one, they would be up to blue after that?
Yeah, so it goes white, yellow, green, blue, red, black.
They're like a belt behind.
2 basically levels in each. Yeah, they're 2 steps behind her. Right. And Liddy will fall a little further behind because she's going to take a break and play soccer. I think we talked about that last week. So she'll probably kind of be discouraged when she comes back and she's the lowest of everybody, but it'll be worth it to her, I think, because she'll have gotten to
she can make up and maybe she won't want to go back.
Yeah, that's true too. So we'll see how that goes, but we were proud of them. They did really good. It was kind of it was the first in-person testing they've done all year. So it was all the kids kind of struggled a little bit additionally than they probably would have, but yeah, it was I'm glad I came home for it because it was a big deal to get to do that in person.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. why don't we, should we talk about our plans really quick for a Zoom meetup? Well, before I forget. So we had said in our last video that we were thinking about scheduling another Zoom chat meetup time. What did we call it? Zoom meetup?
Zoom meetup. Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like we need a catchy or cutesy name for it. Zoom meetup. And we decided to do that on April 10th. We'll probably do it in the afternoon Pacific Standard Time.
What time did we do it last time?
Well, we were working around your second vaccine. So I think we did it around 1 our time, which was about 4. It was 1 o'clock Pacific and then 4 Eastern.
Why don't we do it a little earlier? Let's do it at noon.
You're gonna do it at noon this time?
Yeah, because that gives an extra hour back for the East Coast. And I mean, goodness, we had somebody from England even join, and it was evening for her. But that would make it even earlier evening for her. If we just please bump it up an hour. I mean, I can do noon.
Let's do it at noon. Yeah, I don't have plans other than, not that I know of.
Yeah.
I think I double checked. I better double check my online calendar.
No, I know I got nothing.
I don't think I do either. I think I double checked it. Yeah, my calendar looks blank. So noon on April 10th. And if you're interested, and email us at the link below and I'll keep a running list. And then the week before the Zoom meetup, I'll email out a link to the Zoom page, Zoom room, the meeting. If for some reason you email me, but that week by like Thursday, the 8th or Thursday the 9th, whatever that day would be, I guess it would be the 8th. If you don't get one by then, email me again, just in case something happened and I missed your email or a glitch happened. Because I think last time there was somebody who had tried emailing me and I never got the email and I never found it. So I don't know what happened with Gmail, but so if for some reason on the 8th, and I'll remind you of that next week, you don't get an invite and you've asked for one, email me again, email us again. It's stitchandstuffxs@gmail.com, but it's also in the description box below. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a little ticker tape too, because I'm gonna do some editing in this video.
Your ticker tapes are kind of fast. Can you slow it down?
I can probably slow it down. Yeah.
Yeah, the one you did last week, I was like, whoa, what was that? I mean, literally, they're really fast.
Sorry, I'll slow that one down. I'm having a hard time figuring out all the details. Like I'm still learning. So
I figured it was just one of those things.
It was. I can add time to it.
Yeah.
Talk about whips. Do we have anything else we have to talk about now? I don't know.
Did you want to do our feature fan?
We didn't talk about when we wanted to plug that in. We can do that now.
Let's do that now.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
Well, so last week we had said that we really wanted to be able to feature some of all of you guys and what you're working on or on your FFOs or even past projects that you want to show, because we know a lot of people don't want to or don't have a YouTube to share their goodies, or even if you do have a YouTube channel, we would love to see your stuff. Yeah. To email us, a picture, and if it's not clear, I mean, make sure we know what the pattern is so we can advertise what the pattern is. Any information you give in your email, we would assume you wouldn't mind us sharing, like your name, but if you don't want your name or your last name or something shared, just let us know what you want shared. And we would love to be able to showcase what people are doing. And this kind of came from, first of all, Stitching at the Cabin does it. And I did comment to Julie, that we were going to do it. And I hope she didn't mind. And she said, no, I'm really glad. We were hoping other people would do that. So I feel much better about that. And it came also from the fact that my sister-in-law, Sarah's aunt, watches us. Hi, Nancy. And she had been texting me about something. And she said, oh, I finished this project. Or maybe I'd seen it originally on a Facebook post. And I didn't even know she'd been working on it. And I had never even seen this pattern before. So so I thought, well, we need to do this because I really like to see what everybody else is stitching, because I need more whips in my life.
So I think that will be a fun thing to do. So if you're interested in having us share something that you have,
please
either it can be a whip or it can be a finish. I'm not even, it's just anything that you're interested in having sort of featured, we'd love to.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be finished even. It could be just,
but it can be either way. So this week for our kickoff, Nancy, my Aunt Nancy, who by the way, she made the most gorgeous quilt for baby Junie that she got at the shower yesterday. And oh, it was so pretty. So the back was all that pale pink minky fabric, that really soft. And some of the front was also minky with the cutest pink and brown woodland creatures.
Yeah, it's cute.
So I don't know how she has the time to do that and fully finish projects. So,
and I'm sorry, she worked full time too.
This makes me feel terrible about myself.
Nancy, you're making us look bad.
So she did send us an email with a picture of her finish after we talked about that last week. So what she was working on was, I'm going to just read the email really quick. Teresa Kogut, her Curious Bunny pattern. She has stitched it. I'll show the picture after I read it. She stitched it on 30 count dirty linen from her stash. And she got her finishing inspiration from Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching. Did I say she used the DMC colors? 2/2 using DMC. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a picture right here. Isn't it cute?
And she also told me, I think she told me this was her first project using linen.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
She'd ever done over 2. So, you know, and I'm always like, I just glibly say that, you know, oh, it's just over linen over 2. And I forget that for a lot of stitchers, that's a new, I was doing that before I quit stitching 15 years ago. Yeah. So that isn't a new thing to me. And I don't really remember even switching over, but I remember thinking, wait a minute, how do I do this? So it is, I have to be mindful that it is kind of a tricky thing to get used to doing. And I do know that on linen, counting, if you're counting around and doing confetti, that's rough.
Way harder. I cannot remember the first project I did on linen. I have to go back and look through
I don't know what I'm
old finishes and see, but I love how she finished it to stand up. That's like what I want to do on that rabbit that I maybe someday finish, which I haven't even worked on for weeks. But so if I have any questions, you may be hearing from me, Aunt Nancy.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Nancy.
Yeah. So I know we got at least one other email. And so maybe that I think we'll just try to do it in the order that we get them. So, and just do one a week. So if we don't get one, we just won't do it. But if you have any for the next week or two, let us know. We would love to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fun. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, you want to talk about our whips?
Yeah. Sherry, why don't you go first? I've talked a lot about this already.
Go first. Okay. Okay. So I did not follow my plan. My wheel plan. I kind of threw it out the window and I don't know why. I did not work on my orange and black pumpkin piece. I didn't work on pandemic. I didn't work on button up. Huh?
I was hoping to see your pumpkin piece.
I didn't work on button up. I didn't work on loose feathers. I didn't work on anything that was on my plan except for Easter peep. So I'll start with Easter peep.
Plans are great as long as you're fine breaking them.
It was a weird week too because I was super tired. I was covering for a coworker last week. So I had my work times another half a person's work because she works part-time. I was just tired. It was a lot. Monday was rough. And then I just felt like working on other things. It's not that I didn't stitch, but this is my Easter peep so far. So
cute.
I did. I'm trying to get him close enough so you guys can see it and it will focus, but my camera.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I did most of this body part. I think I'd done a couple rows.
What's the yellow? What is the name of that thread?
I loved it. See, because this is Shepherd's Bush's conversion and it's Weeks Honeysuckle.
Oh, honeysuckle.
It's got a nice variegation in it.
Yes, it does. It's really noticeable.
The called for color in the original pattern is more of a brown.
Huh. In my head, it's always yellow because chicks are yellow.
It is normally, let's see, 437.
Oh yeah, that's definitely like a tannish brown. Really?
Yeah. See, that's why I feel like, well, look, and it doesn't look that way on the picture though. Well, it does a little bit, but yeah, I think of 437 as being browner than what shows up.
I think of it as like a chestnutty brown.
Which makes me feel like this picture is not indicative of true color.
Maybe.
Which is partly why I think I never was drawn to those colors of those tulips. because I think of those as more peach, and it was more blatantly of a orangey red or something. I don't know, but it just never, the colors, what I saw in this is not what I was getting on my fabric.
Interesting.
So anyway, he got some love a couple days. And he was the only thing on my list that I actually had said I was going to work on. I was going to work, but I was going to work on this because this was my magazine monthly piece. I did finally cut my fabric down because this was how much extra fabric I had.
Oh, and is that really stiff?
Yes, really stiff. I love the colors on this. And so this is my Barbara Anna, and it's my magazine monthly focus piece. It's called Spring in My Heart by the ever popular Barbara Anna. And I think I worked on it. I don't think I had 3 flowers done. I think I did 1 more flower.
Yeah, I think you did too.
Yeah, I didn't do a ton on it because I did work a lot on a different project that I was just kind of in the zone with. So let me toss this down on the floor. I worked quite a bit on my Dreaming Girl SAL. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my picture on there, but I finished her. I finished her face.
Oh,
You
did it. You finished her face.
I did.
The hard parts are done.
Yeah. So I got her all done. She's a little pale, but I'm pretty pale.
Nice.
Is that coming through very good?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I can see.
Part of my focusing problem is my glasses also are not the great. Anyway, so I did all of her face, just about. I think I had a little bit done last week over here, but I did all of that and some fill in, and I love her. I really do love her. And now I just got all the fun little motifs to do, which I would have started working on. You know, I was going to say, I was worried because I'm doing her 1 thread over 2, which I don't do very often, but I think my fabric just shrunk so much that I can't do the 2. But so at first I thought it wasn't going to give me very good coverage, but it actually ended up covering pretty well.
Yeah, that's nice.
But I was going to go start some of the cute little motifs that are hanging off her hair and stuff. And I realized that she had posted that she had forgotten some colors a week into the SAL. And I remember going to the store and buying the extra colors that I had, and I don't know what I did with them.
No.
So I just went and got them the other day. And by the way, Joann's, I don't know how long it might be over today, has a daffodil, they're calling it daffodil rush, daffodil or daisy, something, I don't know, something springy sale. And they had their DMCs on sale for 45 cents, which was a lot.
Yeah, I wish I'd had time to go do that. Well, maybe I still do, but.
Then I also worked on, well, she should have been in here. Oh yeah, I did work on one other plan that was on my wheel. I worked on my Gathered in Love, which I started last summer, and I didn't do a ton. She's got so much back stitching. But I did her
fast comparatively.
I know, but there's just a lot. Anyway, I did her shoes.
Back stitched or stitched?
Back stitched. What?
You back stitched her shoes, or
No, I stitched.
Stitched her shoes.
So I did her shoes.
Oh.
And I started
some shoes before.
Huh?
She didn't have those yet. You did all.
I had the outline.
Okay.
Sorry. And I did some little leaves up in here, but I might be off. For some reason, I've got this weird little flesh color. You probably can't even see it, but there's some flesh colored stitches over here. I'm really not sure what they're there for because I can't find them on the pattern. Which was making because she's holding the spray. So I'm trying to stitch right in here.
You sure they're not her little hand there holding the flowers down?
Well, wow.
Looks like some flesh color right there.
Maybe, but it doesn't look like it's in the right spot where I think the leaves should be going. I was late at night, so I didn't really feel like, I just did the shoes and I did a couple leaves and I thought, I'll work on her again later. It wasn't killing me to put her down, but I really have the rest of the garland down this side.
And then the ground.
And then all the back stitching. Like there's back stitching in her arms. I mean, you can see
another year's worth of work is what you're saying.
Yeah, and I was kind of thinking, I might not do that whole big chunk of land.
Oh yeah, you could leave it off.
I might just do less rows of that. We'll see. Although that goes pretty fast.
Yeah. Just do
The
some
other piece I worked,
long stitches or something just to fill it in, kind of.
yeah. This piece I worked on, it wasn't part of my wheel spin, but it was part of my magazine monthly, but I needed to get some hours in. I think I now have all my hours in for magazine monthly for March, but
Good job.
I worked on my winter cardinals.
Oh,
And I did all of this.
nice.
And this white up in here is 5, I couldn't believe this. It's 5 strands of, and it's a half stitch.
5 strands, wow.
Yeah.
Most I've ever done is 3.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Dimensions.
It was crazy.
Huh.
It looks like a full cross. So I'm really not even sure why we just don't do a full cross, but anyway.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And it's getting tricky. This pattern, there's a lot. I mean, you can see there's a lot of like trying to figure out, counting down where to start this brown branch, because the other bird is going to be right up in here. And there's a lot going on right here. This isn't even, clearly not done.
Yeah.
So the bird went fast, but I could see how this background stitching, and if you want to see sorry, I didn't show you the picture.
Yeah.
I still have the back half of him to do, but I'm working this way forward. So I was basically working all in here. So there's a lot.
So
but I think
you'll go on to doing the other bird before you finish the first bird. You're just gonna.
I think I will. I think almost all the white is half stitches. Yeah.
Which will go twice as fast.
Yeah, it should. It's just that it's a lot to pull 5 threads through. This
The white is all 5 threads. All of that will be, whoa. Sorry. I am really sorry I keep yawning. I'm more tired than I realized.
Then the other one, that last thing that I worked on, and this was a whip go. No, this is my whip go.
Your whip go was Joyful World.
And Forest Queen. So I did
a lot
done
this month.
Did all of her dress, and I did this.
Cute.
That still needs to be filled in. But I was really going to town on her this morning, and I really didn't want to put her down. But
you really got a
yeah,
lot.
I did. I think I've got another hour to work on her for WIPGO. And then I'll just say right now, WIPGO got drawn. And I got my Joyful World again, which is great because that's going to be, I'm going to start my March, my April square. So that's great. But hoity-toity got called. And if you remember last we saw hoity-toity, I was ripping and I hadn't even gotten it all ripped out yet. So it's going to be a long month with hoity-toity, I think.
That makes it a perfect WIPGO because you'll just have to do it.
Have to do it.
You have to do it. It's your WIPGO. I know. I love it too. Whoever picked up, I'll inherit that one for you.
Okay. And I think that's pretty much all I worked on. The rest of these things in my bucket are my plans.
Okay. Well, you had a lot more than I did.
It was little bits, but
because I just realized, well, Friday I think I stitched. Nope, Friday. You knit. Sorry,
you cookie decorated.
Thursday night I cookie decorated and did Rice Krispie treats and then collapsed. Friday night I drove, helped put together a balloon garland, knit a little bit on the baby sweater, and collapsed. So I'll show the baby sweater first since I'm talking about it.
I did it on my baby sweater, but it's not enough to show.
I probably don't really have that much. Well, no, I've made quite a bit since last week. Last week I think I just had the little yoke done.
Yeah, I don't think you. Yeah. And just as a side note, this is how we roll. We wrapped these sweaters up and gave them to her as gifts yesterday. It was not her only gift from me, clearly. I'm a grandma. There was a lot more than that. But I just put it in a cute little gift bag.
I had a bunch of little outfits that I had bought too. So I just shoved it in the gift bag with the outfits. It's like, love you. It'll get done soon.
And what made me laugh is that a friend of hers that was there is crocheting a baby blanket and she didn't get hers done either.
She's like, I'm like a row away. I'm so close, but I'll just get it to you later.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the Sunday sweater from Ginny Scheller. So I really got back into knitting several years ago, largely and kind of reading, largely because of Ginny and her blog. I think it's called Small Things. It's gscheller.com. And at the time, way back when Rosie was first born, so 8 years ago, she was hosting every week like a linky party where you could blog about what you were knitting and reading. and then share a link there. And then every week I'd get up on Wednesday and it would be like the happiest thing. My girls were so little. I think I might've been, oh yeah, Liddy was like 3, 4.
Yeah.
And I would get up and have something to look forward to. It was Yarn Along Day, and I would get to look through all these different blogs and read and comment and just get inspired. And I actually probably got back into reading and found some great books that way.
Because the goal was you posted a picture of what you were reading and what you were knitting.
Yeah, you're reading. So you would have like a photo with your knitting progress and your book next to it. So it was fun. Tuesday night, like in the afternoon, maybe when the light was good, I'd go out and make sure I took a nice picture of my knitting. And
blogging was such a big deal back then. I mean, I had a blog.
No Instagram yet, or
yeah,
not that I knew of. Was Instagram around even? If it was kind of teenage.
I don't think then.
We were doing.
Towards the end of Yarn Along, she eventually stopped hosting it. Yeah. Her life got busy, but somebody else did take it up.
I think does it still once a month, maybe. At one point, she went back to doing it once a month, but I have not blogged very much since, so I didn't really get back into it.
At one point, she didn't do it at all.
Yeah, so she did get back from it, and somebody else was kind of doing it for a while. But I know a couple people that I follow that I've been friends with through the Yarn Along for a long time still post every week or every couple weeks about their thing. And
it was a cool thing.
Yeah, it was sweet. So she's the designer of this sweater. So I originally, when Liddy was like 2 or 3, I made her one of these in gray, and it was one of the favorite things I've ever knit. I remember thinking the pattern was so nice. It was just really easy to follow. It wasn't the first.
And I know why it didn't come up. I know why it didn't come up in my searches when I was looking for patterns, because it calls for worsted weight.
Oh, and you were filtering.
I was looking for fingering and DK weight. Yeah, that's why.
And actually, when I made it before, I did do it with a thicker yarn. The gray was a worsted weight, so it was thicker, but it was for a bigger kid. So now I think she's developed the pattern maybe a little more. I don't remember this before. Now you can knit it in smaller sizes. She has kind of like, if you want to knit a 0 to 3 month, 4 to 5, but use this size needle and this weight yarn. So here is my progress on this little sweater.
Oh,
okay, here's
those little eyelets running down the side.
I know, they're so cute. So you start off with 2, and then now I've just grown to 3 eyelets. And
did you put it on waste yarn before you left here yesterday?
I actually have your little blob of waste yarn. No, I took it with me when I babysat baby Penny.
Oh, okay.
Get that done, and then I didn't get it done. She woke up right as I was in the middle of it. And so I just finished it this morning on the way to church, actually. And then I knit a couple rows more in church. I'm one of those church knitters because it really does help me listen better. So I still have to knit, like the rest of the body, and then I'll go back and do the sleeves. But I think it's turning out so cute. It's tiny. Oh, it's tiny, but
baby's tiny. But by the way, baby Junie update, she is 3.5 pounds now.
She gained 60 more grams.
Yeah, she's gaining between 50 and they don't really want her to gain more than 50 grams a day because her system can't handle that. So they dropped her feeds down a little bit, but she still gained 60 grams overnight yesterday and today. So she's in a hurry to get out of there.
We are so proud of her.
And her little face is starting to fill out. I really saw that in the picture today.
Me too. I thought too.
Babies that are born so early don't have any fat deposits, and so their little cheeks are sunken. And she's looking more like a newborn now, almost like a tiny newborn, but more filled out. And if you're one of those kind of people, she got to nurse today for the first time.
One of those kinds of people. What kind of people are you?
People that care about our baby.
If you're one of those kind of people, we like.
Sorry, that didn't come out right. But anyway, you're following our story.
People who like breastfeeding or people who like babies. Let us know if you're one of those kind of people.
If you're one of those kind of people that care about our premature granddaughter, I'm going to give you updates because we're very proud of her.
So I did that. Ooh. And I started my last square. Maybe I finished. I can't remember where I was at last time I showed this, last week. This is one of my whip go pieces. So I started the next square.
I think you were really close to being done. I think you figured you'd get it done.
It basically had just maybe the back stitching and some little stitches. So yes, I finished that square with the little ice rink and the ice skates I did this week. Back stitching on the blue, the little French knot for the pom-pom, just like filled in those little things. I still need to get a color I was missing the color for the face. You might not even be able to see that there's some missing stitches there. There you
What
go.
color is it? I might just have it in my stash. I can send you with my.
I might have it too. I just didn't feel like getting up that
Are
night.
they DMCs?
Yeah, it's a DMC. I don't remember what it is. It's I
No,
might even have it. I just didn't get up. I've really done a lot of color conversions. Well, not a lot, but several. Like I'm not doing black. I'm doing 3371 and.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, we can talk about it later, but I am going to try to pop the other floss in the mail tomorrow.
Okay.
My husband has
and I started on the next square. So I got the part of the border done and then part of the house and the little picket fence. I'll show the picture again.
Cute.
Yeah, I stitched a lot of houses this week.
There's a lot on that square. There's a lot on that square.
Yeah, it's a pretty full square. I think the house, and the fence and the snowman and the trees, and it probably is the fullest one. Although that ice rink wasn't super fun to stitch. My other Whipco piece that I worked on Whipco stitching, and then I worked on my Dreaming Girl. So my other Whipco piece this month for March has been this one. I was trying to get as far as I could. I still have a few hours left on each of those. Maybe I'll get it. Tonight I might be able to just stitch, but I need to knit some more on the Etsy order I got. And try to finish that hood up, but
woo-woo,
further on the house. Woo, I stitched that last night while we were watching.
What do we have? How many days do we have left till April?
It's
29, 30, 31. So we've got 3 more full days.
Oh yeah, I can probably get another 3 hours done too on
3 days plus tonight. That would be 4. I bet you could get your time in. I am going to bump my Whipco down to 6 hours rather than 8 hours.
Cute. Are you?
I have too much with Magazine Monthly. That's too much.
Yeah, I know you have more going on than I do. Yeah, I don't have that much going on.
It's my board, my game. I'm going to just do that.
But I keep getting these Etsy orders, which is great.
Is there another one from the one you had last week?
No, it's the same one. I just need to finish it. Like I usually give myself 2 weeks to finish. So I need to finish it in the next day or 2. The last thing I worked on was my Dreaming Girl SAL, and I finished the second clue.
Are you using all the called fors? No, you changed for yellow. Did you change the yellow?
Only one of the yellows because I just didn't have it, and I had another one that worked just fine. Okay, here we go. There is the second clue all finished.
So cute.
I know.
So is the next part for you going to be the leaves that hang down out of her hair?
Yeah, there's another whole section of hair.
And then leaves. That
come up here and leaves, I think. Yeah, I haven't downloaded that one yet. I need to download and print it because.
Well, when I went and got the flosses the other day for the missing, motifs, I'm pointing, but you can't see. I was looking at that. I was thinking about a lighthouse, and I was thinking, well, there's no red in here, but she must not use a red in the lighthouse.
She doesn't. She uses a light. It's really like, it's the same color as this middle.
Oh, I don't know if it's going to show up on my fabric.
Well, you can just change it then.
I don't change colors well. Do we not? Do you have a short memory?
Just the called for and assume it's going to show up. Because in the grand scheme, it's going to show up fine. You know what might not show up though, Mom, on yours are these cloud wisps.
What are they stitched with?
Like 415 or 413, something like that.
That's a gray though, isn't it?
Yeah.
The gray will turn out. It's anything in the purples.
But it's really a purpley gray. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have to change those. I just, I just have to look.
The fish are one of those colors too.
Yeah.
You just try it and see if you don't like them. You'll just.
I mean, I see people on Instagram that do substitutions, and then I ask them, "What did you use?" And then they don't ever answer. So, I guess they just don't want to share.
Like, who's that weird lady asking me about my cross stitch?
On Instagram, of all places.
I'm not going to show the thing I'm working on for my Etsy order. It's another fox hood. This time is for a 9-year-old. You all don't need to see that again. It's an orange fox hood. But I was working on that a lot.
Yeah.
It's almost done. I could probably, if I really buckled down, I could get it done tonight or tomorrow. But
yeah, you'll get it done. I'm not too worried about it.
It'll be easy. Okay, and so you want to? Oh, go ahead.
They had to wait an extra half a week. It's not like it's winter time anymore. Well, in most places.
I'll get it done. I'll get it done in the time window that I give myself.
Yeah,
I will. I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah. Future plans? Do you have future plans? What's your whip go?
Well, my whip go pieces were called, and I had made a square for my the Things of series by Alicia Paulson, but I finished them all except this one. So I guess it's going to be Things of Fall that I work on this month. And this is where my current starting point is. I probably will not even have 8 hours worth of work on this. Well, maybe.
Yeah, you never know. Some of those little motifs take a while.
Yeah. But some of the most of the big motifs are done. I really just have the boots, the acorn, the pumpkin. The pumpkin might take a little bit of time. So I kind of just have this.
Depends on how many color changes are in each of those.
Yeah, it looks like.
That's what slows me down.
Pumpkin is all one color with just back stitching on. Oh no, 2 colors of orange. And
you know, speaking of color changes, I had to kind of laugh. So it was either Stitch Lit Claire or her friend that I bought the bags from.
Petals and Pins.
Petals and Pins. I think it was one of them a while ago showed a picture on his,
Christina.
Christina showed a picture. Is this what your stitching looks like? And it was like on the couch or something. All these flosses just on the couch, like little bobbins. And I'm like, yes. Sometimes that's what I was going to take a picture when she did that and I forgot to, because then like the next day I was working on something that had a lot of color changes and I just wasn't going to put all those back every time. And so I thought, oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. And then I just saw Lisa, Kindred Stitcher, just posted a picture on Instagram or in her stories of the exact same thing. I thought, oh, good. I'm in good company.
You're in good company.
Yeah. I don't have anybody that sits next to me because Carrie, my husband, sits in a wingback when we watch TV. So I kind of have the whole couch to kind of spread out.
I stitch in like a big overstuffed armchair. So the arms are always just lined with flosses and I don't know how they don't fall.
I'm constantly knocking that stuff off.
Yeah, I kind of do. It's not the best, but it's where my light is. So
yeah.
The other whip go piece I got called was my Lily Violet.
Oh, I bet you'll get that done.
I probably will. Here's where I'm at on it. I'm very close, actually. There's probably not 8 hours of stitching on this one.
Oh yeah, because you didn't have those flowers done yet.
Yeah, I did work on this recently. I don't know if I did it this week. Maybe I did that this week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago and I just forgot to share it.
You forgot to share it because last time we saw it, you hadn't done those. I call them larkspurs.
So I have the daisy and some of this greenery, and I think a red flower. But it's really, I think that's going to go pretty quick. And then it's done. The girls are both all finished. So cute. I would love to have that done sometime this spring. So I guess I will. I'll have it done probably this April because I focus on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, what do you do if you finish your goal before hitting 8 hours?
I just count it as done. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So that's my plans this week, is to do that. And I really am hoping I have time. I'm just going to have to make time to look through my flosses and find flosses for that cute garden vegetable sampler. I didn't grab it and I don't remember what it's called, that I'm going to do on that green fabric that you sent me.
Oh yeah.
I have the pattern and the fabric planned out, but I just need to go through my flosses and figure out what I'm going to use. And I haven't just had time to mentally gather those things, but I really would like to start those. So I have another summary piece going.
Right.
That's pretty much the extent of my plans, and finishing the hood and getting more hours, like finishing out my March.
Yeah.
March whip goes.
Yeah. Well, I got plans. Well, first of all, my biggest plan to talk about is my nose is itchy, is my magazine monthly challenge. Starts on April 1st. The theme is April showers and the acrostic is rain. And rain was a little harder than I thought it was going to be. I had to really, anyway, so this is my rules, but I'm not going to start a new focal piece. I'm going to continue working on last month's, I can't reach it. It's the Barbara Anna Spring in My Heart, the heart with the flowers. And my rationale for that is April showers bring me flowers. So I'm going to keep working on that because I really do want to get it finished. And I just couldn't it was supposed to get finished this month and it didn't. And then for the R in rain, I'm going to start. And the R is Barbara Bourgeau Richards, because I'm going to start my Hearts and Pines. I got the R out of her name. I have all the floss and I have fabric. a couple of pieces of fabric because apparently I ordered multiple times. Well, I ordered that.
Which one are you going to use?
Huh?
Which one are you going to use?
I'm going to recalculate the size on that oatmeal that that I showed last week. I'm going to make sure that that's the size I want. I haven't done that yet. So that's for the R. The A in rain is going to be my April square for in the Joyful World SAL, which is an adorable little bunny and squirrel. See a little bit up there with cherry, I call them cherry blossoms and violets or whatever. So that's to get done, start and finish in April. I'm really excited. I haven't worked on this for a week because I had it done so early and I'm kind of missing it.
Yeah.
So I didn't start it till April. And that's my whip go too. Then the I in rain is going to be, maybe I didn't pull it. I didn't pull it. It's the Alicia Paulson Things of Summer. And one of the motifs is an iced drink. So that I was really killing me. And then for N, I'm doing a new start. I pulled all the colors and I have fabric. It is by Nathalie Sichon. It's the this one. And I have the Bramble Picture This Plus fabric to put it on. So I'm gonna have two new starts, but because the Hearts and Pines will be a new start. But I've been wanting to do that since that's part of our SAL, even though I have another Barbara going. And then I spun my wheel, and then my whip go is hoity-toity.
Oh, you spun your wheel for hoity-toity?
Oh, no, my whip go is hoity-toity. Then I spun my wheel, and so for next week, again, I get to work on Easter Peep. Monday is going to be, and it hasn't made an appearance for a while, will be my snow garden, because this is one of our winter tags. It's very hard to see on this fabric, but I really love it. I don't have very much done on it because it's pretty tedious, but it's this pattern by Blackbird.
I love that one. I want that pattern when you're done with it someday.
But this is all I've gotten done. But that's like two colors. I've told you before, it's two colors of white and cream, but it's very dainty because I'm doing it over two, but my fabric really shrunk when I dyed this. Maybe I'm doing it over. Maybe I'm doing I think I'm doing one thread. I'm doing 1 over 2 on this one. And I really like the look. So anyway, I kind of was excited to see that, even though I don't make great progress on it because it's slow going. I do love it. And so that's going to be my Wednesday, Tuesday, and Thursday for our lovely things and whatever we have for Tuesday and Thursday. I'm such a bad promoter of our tags.
I don't really care that much if anybody does it with us.
I know. It's I'm going to be working on my loose feathers. Whoops, I don't want to lose these flosses. This summer that I started last year on the summer solstice, I think around that time with Miss. Of course, she's way farther along. I think she's done. I don't know. That's how far I've gotten. I've got a lot to go on this. I was missing a color. I think I got it finally. It's the color for this flower in there. Anyway, yeah, I think I eventually went and got it when I went to Threadneedle Street one day. I hope I did. You know, the problem is I've got these orders of floss coming for different, like I did get my floss colors for my first Noel, that one that I was the dress on that angel was green.
Yeah.
I'm also going to be working on Dumpster Fire Friends. I think I'm just going to work on it because I need to get it done. But this is how far. I haven't worked on it for a while, but this is my starting point. I've got to work on, got to fix her hair, a little albino hair girl.
The tint of the fabric, like the lighting makes her face look green. Which
I know, bad. And then,
which is fitting.
Yeah, I'm also going to work on my Bloom pin cushion, which is coming along.
Oh,
I think I have, after I finish this one, I'll have 3 more flowers to go, but I haven't put a ton of time into this. It's like little bits and pieces. So again, it could be easily done. Some of these are going to make big appearances during Stitch Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then my last, two more, sorry. My autumn is going to be this sad project. My Halloween squirrels. And the last one, I was excited about, it just hasn't come out at all since Christmas. It's my...
Explain why that's a sad project for anybody who might be new.
Oh, that one I've just been, I've tried to do color conversions because some of the colors were too light for my dark fabric, my weird color fabric that I dyed. And then I'm off on the tail, which is going to make me off in other places. It's just sad.
And every time you would do a color substitution, you wouldn't like it and you ripped it out. And then you would try another color substitution and you didn't like it and you would rip it out. And I don't know how many times you did that.
A little reminiscent of my Dreaming Girl's hair.
It's a little like that.
This was a free pattern, so I'm going to quick flash it. It was Mary and Minty.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a with a needle and thread freebie at Christmas. It's adorable. It was so sweet of her to offer this. It's a pretty, it was a pretty complicated little pattern too. There was a lot to it.
Yeah.
So I have a lot to go on it, but I'm really excited to work on that again. Because if I just worked on it, I would have it done by Christmas eventually. And I have it in this adorable bag from Christina, whose Etsy shop is Quilting with Nico. But it's these, is he making faces at you or something?
Yes, well, he made a face and he's making bodily function noises.
There, that's my bag. And I love it, Christina.
It's a really cute bag.
Always have to have a Christmas project in it. So that's my plans. I got a lot of plans.
Yeah, good luck.
I got floss in my bag and I'm not really sure what all this floss goes to. I wonder if some of my missing Barbara Anna colors are in here.
You should probably look. It's probably what you bought that day.
No, actually what is actually in there, I think a lot of is when I was trying to figure out what color to do her Dreaming Girl hair, I went and bought all these grays.
Yeah.
A bunch of browns. And anyway, that's my plan.
Okay. It's a little more complicated than my plan.
Well, because it's got monthly plans in there.
I know.
I don't have much haul. I got one piece of haul. Do you have haul?
No, I haven't. I didn't have time to go to the store this week. I did go to the store and buy cake decorating stuff from all my cookie decorating, but
Aunt Nancy sent us these, and I'm just going to show them because they're so cute. And maybe your Target, somebody's Target out there still has them. Mine does not. It's these cute little zipper pouches, and they're holes to cross stitch, and they give you the floss.
Oh, really?
3 little patterns. They give you the little
realize. Oh,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Here's the pattern, and here's the floss.
Oh,
isn't that cute?
That is really cute.
If your Target, yeah, thank you, Nancy. If your Target still has them, they would probably be in the dollar bin area. But my dollar bin, man,
I haven't even gone to Target to look in the dollar bin.
I went in there to do something before the shower, and I was like, this dollar bin is constantly wiped out. Like, I thought there'd be a ton of Easter stuff in there. Gone. Nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel like our dollar bin is. Like, people will talk about all the great stuff they find. We have one Target in our whole, like, I mean, it serves a huge area. And I think I never happen to go in there when there's anything great in the dollar bin.
And ours used to be really good. But
I know. I used to find a ton of stuff in there, like, for stockings or for, like, whatever. And it's been years since I feel like I consistently found cute quality stuff for this.
I feel like somebody on one of the Facebook pages posted about these, but they were longer, skinnier.
Oh,
around it.
I've also seen somebody do something, and I think it might be, they said they got it at Target. And
maybe they had 2 different shapes and sizes, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention very well, but my memory was that it was longer. Somebody, Nancy said that she had seen on a group that people were doing Lindy Stitch's hedgehog pattern on here.
Oh, that'd be cute.
That'd be cute.
That would be cute.
Anyway, so that was really sweet of you, Nancy. Thank you for thinking of us. And I'm glad I could give Target a plug because Target needs all the plug it can get. Not.
Yeah, I don't have any haul. So we can go into giveaway. Is that what we do?
I have haul coming for next week. Probably show up tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, giveaway. Well, first of all,
we
show what we were giving away first from last week, right?
Yeah. Yes. So we were giving away this last week with the word in the comment to use was tomato.
So
And the person who won this giveaway is Sue Allen. So congratulations, Sue. I think we have your address, but if we don't, maybe just shoot us an email just in case. And I'll look through my email to make sure, but I think you've won something in the past before. So
I'm sure he has, but I don't think I keep those because they're in your email.
I would have them in our email. Yeah.
I need to remember the password to our email so I could get into it because I don't remember what it is.
Okay. We'll
yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
And then this week, what are we doing? You had something you were going to
have a really cute springy pattern that I actually bought last fall, and we gave away a fall pattern by this designer. Her name is Barbie Tingley, Pedal Pusher, and we gave away her pumpkin one last year. And I have kept this one, and it's called Spring Primrose, and I think it is beautiful. And it just calls for DMC.
It's so cute.
It is 76 by 81 inches high, so it's not huge.
It's really cute.
It's really, really cute.
Is all of that black stitching?
I would assume so.
It looks like it.
Yes, it is.
It has such a nice effect. Like it really makes that pink pop out.
And I think if you did all this and then did your outline black, then you just fill it in. And it's not even black.
I know. Yeah, you're right. You just went around and then just went back and forth. Like 30.
Actually it's DMC 336 or Weeks Dye Works Michael's Navy. It's not black. It's blue.
Like blue. It's really pretty. That's cute.
It is really pretty. And it's like it's got a frame, like a shadow box frame, like it's stuck it back in there. So, and it's really finished cute. If you can, I don't know if you can see, but this is like a little row of green pom-poms and then a rickrack row.
It's cute.
Just
on the edge of the frame. What a good idea. Man, I gotta up my finishing game.
Yeah. It's like a deep set frame, so it's just all inside. Yeah, cute.
Really cute.
Yeah. I'm hoping maybe I'll have some fully finishes. I bought all those frames back behind me. Remember my shepherd's bush stuff, which I think might have been my first linen projects. It was all those shepherd's bush kits. We were talking about that
probably was mine too.
So
you want to talk about if you're celebrating Easter, or if you don't celebrate Easter, just say we don't celebrate Easter, and would that work? Because Easter's next week.
Yeah, something about Easter. Whether
just put the word Easter, even if you don't celebrate it, you can just say I don't celebrate Easter, and that'll still put you in the drawing. And if you are celebrating Easter, maybe what are you doing for it, or
hey, if you've got a recipe for a good side dish for Easter, let me know. I'm looking. I don't know. We do the same Easter dish.
Do you do ham? Are you doing ham?
Yeah, we're doing ham, and I bought my ham already because I'm a planner like that. And I like our menu, but I might be missing out on some great recipe out there for like a salad I have a salad recipe that everybody loves, but I make it for every single holiday. It's just a green salad. Or if you've got a good potato recipe, I have a potato recipe that I use, but I'm always open for.
Mel's, like I was referring to the Rice Krispie treat recipe earlier, Mel's Kitchen Cafe, she has a whole category with Easter recipes. So if you are looking for an Easter recipe, Mel's Kitchen Cafe is one of my favorite food blogs. We've probably talked about it here before. But she has like an actual, like several posts with whole Easter menus that she has done before with links to her recipes. And they usually turn out great.
Yeah, her stuff is dependable. Well, I hope everybody's getting spring weather, better spring weather than we're getting.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, this week really hit me just about 2 minutes. My husband's he's having a colonoscopy tomorrow. I think he has to start drinking his prep right now, and he's going to use that bathroom. So I'm sure he's wanting to. Anyway, what was I saying?
I'm sure he'd be happy to know that you shared that.
Oh, well. Hey, it's a plug, by the way. Did you know March was
Yes, I did.
Colon
Katie Couric post all about it.
Actually, not follow her, but
colon awareness month or something.
Colon health week or whatever, which is good. People tend to not want to deal with that, and it's a curable cancer if you catch it. So we don't think there's anything really wrong, but you just never know. So
just checking
anyway, yeah, we were talking about food. I can't.
We went from food to colonoscopy. Happy Easter, everyone.
I don't know. Oh, we have 2 more family members that have gotten their COVID shot. We have 1 left.
Yeah, my husband got his this week.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother, Andrew, daddy of the new preemie. So there's only 1 brother left that hasn't.
And he's a 26-year-old male, so he'll be the last person on earth probably qualified to get
Unless
one.
he finds a spot like we did, where he, I mean,
no, but I don't know where.
I
don't think he's, unless somebody
wouldn't be trying that hard.
I mean, where would he hear that? You know, it's not like he's going to be he's not on social media much, so he wouldn't hear it from anybody on social media. And
yeah,
but I think our state
here where we live, a lot of places are, if you call in the morning and get on the list, they'll call you if they have extra at the end of the day. So if you are somewhere.
But then we heard from somebody yesterday that said sometimes they don't call you. They don't have the time to call you. They'll just take it.
So you might want to check back if you call the grocery store, pharmacy or something.
I should tell Sam to do that, to go to the Kroger or somewhere at the end of the day and just go there and see if there's a line waiting, because people are canceling appointments and they have more vaccine than they're giving out and they don't want to throw it away. So, and once he gets his, then all 10 of us will have it. And I know not everybody's pro-vaccine, but we are, and it'll give us all a little bit of peace of mind gathering, because we do want to keep gathering as a family. And
the wind just picked up another level, and it's like blowing stuff around outside.
Okay. Anyway,
so
I hope you guys are safe and well and enjoying some part of spring, and
stitching lots of things, maybe more than we are.
Yeah, don't forget to send us something if you want us to share it and give you some kudos and some accolades for beautiful stitching, because there's a lot of beautiful stitchers out there and a lot of people that finish things a lot faster than I do. And
email us if you're interested in a Zoom meetup link. So you can start emailing anytime after this, and I'll just save those and keep them on hand and send those out.
Got it.
And before the 10th, April 10th at noon Pacific time. Okay, well, we hope you have a great week. And
have a great week. And if you don't podcast before Easter, happy Easter.